1 Corinthians 3:16 says, "You're the temple of God. The Spirit of God dwells in you." That means anything you say after "I am," if it's not positive, it's disrespecting God. Again, always ask yourself, do I resonate with the emotion of what God represents, or do I resonate with the emotion of what the devil represents? This is why every sentence that you say after "I am" is going to define the course of your life. If you keep saying "I'm sad, I'm depressed, I hate my life," and all those negative stuff, eventually your external will only represent that. But on the other end, if you just decide to resonate with the emotion of God, you're gonna start to respect anything that you say after "I am." God dwells inside of you. That means the external is absolutely invalid. Anything that you don't like on the external, you should not resonate with it, because the external is not the temple of God. The eternal is, and that's within you. That's why "I am" has two definitions, the spiritual definition and the human definition. The spiritual definition means whatever resonates with God, and the human definition is anything related to your five senses. The spiritual is internal. The human definition, where you have your five senses, is the external. This is the cause, this is the effect. The main reason you're telling yourself "I'm sad, I hate my life, I don't like the way I live," anything resonating with the devil emotion, it is because you're judging by mere appearance. That's what the Bible says. Judge with righteous judgment, not mere appearance. And mere appearance is judging with your five senses. What you need to understand is the spiritual world is outside the physical world. We live on three planes of existence: spiritual, mental, and physical. These are the physical. The physical is just an effect. The cause is the mental and the spiritual. So if you're judging your life by what you see on the external, eventually you're gonna resonate with the devil, because you're not judging by righteous judgment. But on the other end, if you just go internal and you decided to resonate with the emotion of what God represents, with only imagining those positive emotions related to God internally, you eventually alter the cause. And it's only by altering the cause that you're gonna alter the effect. You don't change an effect by changing the effect, you change an effect by changing the cause. And the cause is spiritual and mental. All you have to do is use imagination and your emotion, and then you're gonna resonate with the emotion that represents God. Remember, you missed the mark because you're resonating with the external world. You're seeing with your eyes and whatever you feel on the external world. So now you decide that "I am broke, I am lonely, I hate my life," and all those stuff. And the only reason is because you resonate in your five senses. Little did you know, all you have to do is to resonate with the internal. All I have to do is to come back to God. The way you do that is through your imagination. Your imagination is absolutely limitless. You can imagine whatever you want. And that's exactly how you create the cause, by imagining the life you want. That's exactly how you stop sinning. You stop sinning by starting to resonate with the emotion that God represents. For example, let's say you say "I'm lonely." The reason you say that is because you probably do not have a partner in real life. So that's eventually gonna make you sad. But knowing that if you judge by righteous judgment instead of appearance, you can go straight to the internal, where you can imagine yourself having a partner. And by consistently imagining yourself with somebody, you're gonna start to resonate with the emotion that God represents, which is nothing more than love and joy. The more you do it, the more you're gonna alter the cause. And as soon as you alter the cause, it's just gonna be a matter of time, because the effect gonna happen. This is the law of cause and effect. But the problem is people do not understand where the cause comes from. The cause comes from the spiritual and the mental world. And this is how you tweak it. Another example, let's say your business is not working. Why your business is not working is because you're judging it with your five senses. You see that you don't have money, then you start to resonate with the fact that you're lacking customers or clients. Not knowing, but doing that, you judge by appearance. But on the other end, you can start to imagine that you have more clients, and then eternally you create a mental attitude that represents the emotion of what God represents, which is abundance, where you actually have more than enough clients. And then eventually you can start to say, "I'm abundant, I have a lot of clients." And then it's only by altering the cause that you're gonna alter the effect.